and transform to video. Sorry I did not upload, I was on vacation. So, we will be on the snow for a sec. Again. And BR406 Deutsche Bahn. And BR406 Ice 15 Frankfurt Main. So, I like driving the Ice 3 because it's fun. And now I learned how to use all safety systems. So, I also used them in the last video, and I knew how to use them a time before that though. I just didn't make a video on the Ice 3. That's how you activate the Alt FB. And if you click 1 after clicking 0, you can go back to this, which I will use NS 25 volts. Zero. Lounge window plate control. And passenger door step override. CIFA isolation switch on. PCB isolation switch on. And then LCD isolation switch will also go to on. So we will be using CIFA. Which is what button? 40 kilometers an hour. There's the CIFA button. After every yellow signal, you have to use the PCB converge. Here's our Ice 3 at a Hen HBF, or Hen main station. Time to lock the left doors. Never heard that be said. Okay. I forgot we already locked the doors. I need to lock them back. Excuse me? No, keep hearing things I've never been heard said. That's also glitch. I don't know if you can do it on PC, but I know you can do it on Xbox. Don't know about PlayStation. I have an Xbox One S. CIFA. In 40 miles, we're going to stop at Cone HBF. HBF means main station. I don't know what PCB override does. Got it means 60 kilometers an hour. Not this. I don't like when this happens. It's so annoying. That always happens whenever I use PCB. Oh, I forgot. It's PCB release the reset the control from that. And you have to be stopped. I don't know. Looks like I have to also put the throttle back off. Okay. These are the emergency brakes. Sander lights. Cab lights. No, don't want those on anymore. SIPA. It's always going off. Here's our ice train. It's only 8-car ice. Not those combined 16-car ice trains. "50 kilometers an hour. Let's see how the PZB reacts. Okay. It reacts well this time. I think we've traveled the distance we need to before we can start speeding up. You don't want to do it after every green signal, but I want to anyways. And I'm talking the PCB acknowledge. 50 kilometers an hour. Here is a Henroth Road. SIPA. "100 kilometers an hour. 60. Okay. 62 miles per hour. It keeps increasing. Soon the PCB and LCB system will activate this. SIPA. SIPA is always coming on. There's the SIPA's PCB and LCB is somewhere here. And these will start activating once you're at the end of your journey by where you need to stop. Okay. 140 kilometers an hour. Can't wait till 160 or 250. SIPA, as always going off. Here's speedometer, and that's how much power. It also is for the brakes. And once the thing activates, this will be the current speed limit, and the red will be where the AFB is set, and this will be your current speed when you're not using AFB. Because AFB stands for automatic front and bremsing control. I'm gonna push this train to 330. Oh, no, it ain't gonna go that fast. It's only gonna go to like maybe 100 miles per hour. I can't remember because I haven't played it since vacation. Because on vacation they had an Xbox 360, which I couldn't unplug. I'll just get this thing to go the speed limit. Sifa going off as always again. Seems to be soft grade, which is oddly 70. I don't know what that was, but I think it's PZB. I think we ran through a yellow signal, because that's the only time I know what happened to our front going too fast, but we've already passed that stage. I don't like that system. It's always stopping you from doing your journey. I don't know if I did ignore Sifa in time, which I bet I did ignore Sifa in time because I've gotten used to using Sifa. So I'm kind of don't know why that happened, but let's just say something happened that caused that. I don't know if it was Sifa because you only have a short time to acknowledge it. After we get out of door, I will speed the thing up again. Oh, I think it was a yellow signal now, because I just saw one on our track. We've gone out the door. 70, no, 50 I should do. And then we can go to 60. Okay. 34 miles till Cone HBF. It should be there at 12:13. It is 11:51. That's be 11:52 in a couple of seconds. 80. Nice. Okay. We are soon going to be out of Duran Yard, which all of this is Duran Yard. And Cone is all the way over this way. This is Home Depot. Home has 2 turntables. I find it weird how it has turntables and the trains that operate on here are electric multiple units. Our PZB is soon going to activate. There's a green signal. Okay. Know what that means. Red signal for that track. Don't know what the white signals are for. Oh. It almost failed to acknowledge FIFA. Would have been stopped. 32 miles till Cone. 11:53:45. the LZB hasn't activated yet. But it will as soon as we get to maybe 200 kilometers an hour or 124 miles per hour. Maybe 155, I don't know. It activates over 124. That's where it usually activates. Don't know if it always does. 99 miles per hour. You go to 160. So 160. There's the power lines. Speedometer. Going up again. As always. The LZD is useful. 31 miles till home HPF. I don't know if we might make it anywhere in time because it is currently 11:55. We should be there by 12:13 and we got 31 miles. $99 miles per hour is slow. In my opinion, it is slow, even with how fast it looks like we're going in the ice. But it is actually slow, because usually I always go over 124 miles per hour in this game for train. Which I'm always driving high-speed trains now, so I'm always over those speeds. This is a high-speed train, but it's slow. The only time you get to go fast is when the speed limit's 200 or 250 kilometers an hour, or 155 miles per hour, or 124 miles per hour. Which is why I think these things are slow. See if it keeps going off. LZB hasn't activated. Not surprising, have to be at higher speed. And what PZB does is it adapts to the signals and speed limits. But if your AFB is at 330, it will follow all the speed limits. If your AFB is under the speed limit, it will use the AFB until you put the AFB over the speed limit. So it's kind of like an autopilot for trains. So there's cruise control and autopilot. Clear AFB. I don't know what they call the system of trains. I'm talking about what the LZB does when activated. I wish you could actually use more of these buttons. Says 27 miles till home HPF. Speed limit has not risen for a long time. I do not like that, because it means we could possibly be stuck at 99. But I know we aren't, because it's kind of slow to get 155 miles per hour and 124 miles per hour when you're coming from a hen, but it's fast to get them when you're coming from home to a hen, and a hen to home. But a hen to home, it's slow, but from home to a hen, it's fast. LZB system athletes, FIFA again, and you get it, the 155 mile per hour speed limit from a hen, or when you're coming from a hen, usually you start to get it at 25 miles to comb. Don't know how many miles you get it from coming to comb and to a hen. .9 miles to 1.8 miles to 124 miles per hour zone. Now 1.7. I have 2,300 action points. Yay, it's activated. I forgot starting distance, so 9,900 feet till when speed limit change. So yeah, it's activated now. So it has activated. So now we can continue the way I want to. Now that we have that activated, we always get green signals. I usually never get red or yellow. Wish there was more yellow signals, so that way I could actually use these more, but I use this for SIFA and the SIFA pet. But I want the release and override to have more of a purpose, because I don't know what the override does, and the PZB release, I think it's only useful for when the PZB is activated and you accidentally go too fast and it stops you and you have to hit the throttle and lock speed to 0, then you have to release it using that. Now we're getting some bigger speeds. Now that we're closer to Colm, HP 22 miles, 12:01. Gotta be there at 12:13. So 155 miles per hour is coming up. 160 still keeps saying that's the speed limit. I don't know why it's always saying that's the speed limit, but I think that's for miles per hour. So it's not really, but the speedometers are automatically set in any measurements in kilometers an hour. I find that weird for the speed limit thing. I think that should be in kilometers. And shouldn't that be 155 miles per hour if it even is in miles per hour? I don't know. Or maybe that's what the next speed limit is going to be after 155. I hope not, and I hope it's just working because I want the speed limits to be high, not low as always. The PZB and LZB. LZB? I think you have to be using IFB for it to actually be useful. Because if you're not using IFB, you're going to speed. Excuse me. And we're on our way to home. I don't know what that LZB thing is. I think that's for a yellow signal, which I acknowledged already, which I was actually looking to see, which I acknowledged it immediately when I heard that one. train stop. Especially when they're going this fast. Finally. 155 miles per hour. It's going fast. Not as fast as the TGV. TGV does 320 kilometers an hour, but those are the speed limits, the highest one, which is 200 miles per hour. Well, the TGV has a top speed of 357.2 miles per hour, or 574 Sequa's always going off. It never stops unless you got it on. 14 miles till current HP. 12:04. It's 12:04. 40. I don't like how that horn keeps going off. It's the LZB one. But the thing isn't going down, so I don't know why it keeps going. The speed limit thing says 0 now. Probably because we're going so fast. That's the actual speed limit. I didn't think that was probably 13 miles. No problem. This thing is gone. It's vertical. There's a green signal. I want speed limit to go down now. Because when we get closer to a station and the speed limit's high, I don't like it. Unless the speed limit for a station is like really, really, really low or slow. The distance is still at 9,900. So the speed limit has not been changing and we don't have an approaching one yet. I think the approaching one is going to be 0 because I don't know how close it activates. Easy coming from home. But we just passed a station. Now I forgot the station name, but I could get it confused with the first station on the route. Which I don't know if this is the first station on the route. That is actually a main station, not these like other cones, but I think the first station I just know. 9 miles. The speed limit thing is actually going down now. So nice. Sifa, it's always coming. It's always Sifa. Never anything else except PZB and Sifa. I'm happy that in Train Tunnel 2 they do not have that glitch that happened in Train Tunnel 2020. Because what it was that if you were going so fast, what would happen is the tracks would disappear. And I found that annoying. So I'm happy it's not in 22. Speed limit thing slowing down. Probably to the next speed limit. Even though it's still 155. I think it's slowing us down for the next speed limit. Because I don't know any other reason why it would be slowing our train. We acknowledge that yellow signal. I don't know if it was ours, but I don't think it was, because if we would have passed that red, it would have failed us. Yep, 160. I Yep, it's 160 is the speed limit. Okay. That's kilometers per hour. In miles per hour, that's 99 miles per hour. Cone HBF is in 4.3 miles. Seeker. 160 kmh. PZB, I think, will not deactivate soon. Or LZB. I really think we're actually going too fast. Because if we're heading towards Cone, which is in 3 miles, we probably shouldn't be going this fast. Yeah. I don't know if this is for station. I don't think so. Okay. 0, 9, 1. AFB deactivated. I'm deactivating the AFB because I feel like we're too close to keep using the AFB. We gotta acknowledge that yellow signal. It's gonna stop us. Don't know if acknowledge or override, but I'm gonna try both. Because if we don't acknowledge this yellow signal, we are going to get stopped badly. Which we actually acknowledge this. And there is a yellow, or no, not a yellow, a red. Which just turned into a yellow. Great. Thought we were gonna fail. Okay. Coming in the Cone at 20 miles per hour. 21, now 20 to be exact. 19. I don't like how this train loses speed so quickly when idling, which is not easy to outspeed. Of course, what else would it be? This is one of the cones. There's a lot of cones in this game. I mean, cones on this turn. There's Cone Harsing, there's Cone Ethanhide, and I don't know if there's any other, but I think so, because there's so many. Oh, I think this is Cone Ethanhide, because Cone Harsing is very close to the actual cone. HBF. And these are not HBF, because they're not main stations. I don't like that thing. I don't know if that's a bad or good thing. So, I think we failed to acknowledge the yellow signal because nothing else would have caused that. Okay, I don't know what's happening because something must have happened. When that usually happens, all I do is deactivate LZB, PZB, SIFA. No, still not doing it. Guess I'll activate them again. Oh, so it's really just LZB, nothing else. Wait a second. This is where override helps. So override does actually have a purpose. I didn't think it had a purpose at all. 9.7 miles Cone HBF. There's a crane. That is nothing. So I need to get back up to 20 miles per hour. Or maybe 30. But I'd rather 25 if I wanted both. easily went to 30. Wasn't paying attention. 8 and 12. I don't know what those mean, but I think 8 means tracking. But I don't think that, because I don't think there's 8 tracks. But there might after that. Home HP, 1.5 miles. Okay. There is a gauge. I don't know what gauge is that for. CIFA. I don't know what all these are for. Because you could actually use the radio on this. So, PZB has not activated, but it's not deactivated, but we're not actually using it. It's still informing us, but we're not following it because we're not using IFB, which IFB has to be activated for this to actually be useful. There is a green. Alright, so green signal. Passed it. On our way to Colm HBF, 1.1 miles. And we are the service 2nd of April 2021, that's end game. And this is an ICE 15 service from Frankfurt, Maine, HBF. Or Frankfurt, Maine, HBF. I'll just say that. CIFA, that's always going off, as always. That's deactivated, probably because we've gotten so close to Colm that I think that's why it's deactivating, because that always happens. Even though I'm on Colm HPF. Okay. 0.8 miles. There is a 740, I don't know what plane that is. I was about to say 747, but then I realized it only had 2 engines, not 4. Home HPF, 0.7 miles. Soon it'll be 0.6. Never seen 0.5, but I just might be. But if not, it'll go to yards, which it starts at $9.99. And yes, yards. Time to break. Excuse me. Acknowledge CIFA. I always almost fail to acknowledge it now, but I still manage, because I haven't been playing Trains Mode for a week because I was on vacation. Train break 1A slows the train down good, but that's if you're going at a little bit of speed, but 1A doesn't slow you down that fast, but it's good if you're station stopping and you're coming in at these speeds. 600 yards, red signal. Luckily 200 yards we gotta stop before the red signal. 400 yards till we gotta stop though, which we have to stop as we get into Colm, which we are already so close into. That's why we're going 14 miles per hour. CIFA. There is a BR442 Talent 2. And then stop markers. It's easy to see why people enjoy these games by Dovetail. So we're at Colm. We're not stopping yet. We still got things to go. SBBDR has came on. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's telling me there's a red signal and that I need to brake using emergency. I will unlock the doors, which before I do, I will turn all our safety systems off. Hit the brake to 5. The lights dimmed. Press neutral. Or I'll keep you in forward. And then all after that, we'll have to shut the doors and lower the pantograph and open my circuit breaker, or MCB for short. And so it's 12:19. We're a lot late, but at least here. Right. So 5,903 action points. The doors will be locked. As expected. So, ICE 15 Frankfurt Main HBF. Okay, so we followed the speed limit. Due 12:13, actual 12:18. Stop accuracy was 703 yards. I'm still level 12. Level 7 on this route. And on this train, level 6. Took me 39 minutes 42 seconds. Drove 43.43 miles. Walked 23.84 yards and got 6,153 action points.